This is Average Joe PT. And today we're going to talk about crazy neck pain and all the kinds of injuries that can happen with neck pain. So you guys strap in tight, stay tuned, here we go. Now, neck pain is a serious thing. There's lots of trauma that can happen to a neck. And when you fall, whether it's forwards, backwards, or sideways, like you see in all kinds of crazy videos, that neck takes a ton of stress. These bones are very, very tiny in your neck, and there's lots of very small muscles that can get sprained. There's lots of ligaments that go from the bones to the bones that could tear. You got blood vessels that go up and down the spine here, and they could tear. You know, sometimes, and it only happens very often, those chiropractors or anybody that does a manipulation to your neck, you can actually tear some of the blood vessels in your neck, and then amazingly enough, you don't live very long afterwards. So the neck is probably the most sensitive place in our body. We put a lot of tension there, and like I said before, isn't that right, Skully?
Wish I had a neck.
What you talking about? You wish you had a neck? Well, how about this? How about we give you this tiny little neck? Wouldn't that be funny to see that on Skully? Alright, maybe not. Okay, that's enough from you right now. But when we go ahead and we take that neck and we kind of pull one out, one of the bones, and we kind of blow it up like this, and you can see that disc right there, that gelatinous jelly kind of fluid that holds both bones in place, and those nerves and ligaments at that right level or height between the two bones, that takes a lot of stressing and can tear also when you traumatize that neck. What do you do if you traumatize the neck really severely? You want to stop what you're doing immediately, ice it, and rest it. If it start to get any symptoms down your arms, like numbness or tingling or burning, you want to immediately go to a doctor because you got nerve inflammation or possibly nerve compression, maybe even coming from a disc. Maybe you blew out one of those discs that's pinching right on that nerve, and that be causing some of your symptoms down in your arms. If you feel like you have hand weakness or your arm feels heavy, that's another sign you better go to your doctor because you've affected the nerves in your neck. So I want you guys to stay tuned. Hit that little tab up there that says subscribe and the bell, and hit that little link over there every once in a while, and I'll go over all kinds of different treatment techniques for like neck pain, cause for maybe headaches, stress. I got all that stuff. Just go ahead and click up there right now. But if you want to strap in, I'm going to show you some more stuff. Stay tuned. When we traumatize our necks, whether it's through some sort of recreational activity, sport accident, car accidents, simulating something, when you injure that neck, it can affect you for the rest of your life. Good example of that is Sylvester Stallone in the Expendable movie, where the scene where he's being thrown across the room, he gets traumatized to the neck. In reality, he actually had to have a spinal fusion in his neck because of that particular scene in the movie. So, you know, talk about someone who you would never think they would actually cause some neck problem, in a movie nonetheless actually happens, and it's going to affect him. You can see him in all kinds of movies or photo shoots, and you can see how he kind of holds his neck a little rigid and doesn't have that nice fluid separation between your shoulders and your neck anymore because of that spinal fusion. And if you hear any clips, you'll even talk about the symptoms that he currently still has in his hand because of that neck injury. So just be very careful with your neck in regards to it, because you know it's something that you think might be short term, but unfortunately can affect you the rest of your life. So I want you to stay tuned, and I'm going to hit you with a little more knowledge. Skully and I are going to finish up this episode by saying thank you to all our subscribers, the ones that stick around and the ones that maybe come and go. We're going to keep bringing you that content, and hopefully you like this stuff. So go ahead and maybe tell your friends. Isn't that right, Skully? He's not gonna talk right now, of course not, right? But until next time, Skully and I always want to tell you to look up and keep smiling. See you next time, folks.